what is the argument for hypercuration, right? Because so often we hear about like distilling, right? Like, and we've kind of even discussed things that was a crazy voice crack. We've even discussed things that are somewhat similar to this, right? This idea of, we discussed art as a latte a little while ago and how you need to come up with the most potent espresso you can and get like, you know, before somebody pours the milk in to create the rest of the latte. That's where the flavor comes from, right? This is how art works often, right? You need to come in with the most potent version of your idea or your message before it gets distilled down through this, whether it's through the broader story or whether it's through abstraction, whether it's through the medium, whether it's through another person coming in that you're going through to make this piece, right? There's a variety of ways in which this could happen, but the large point is here that distillation and potency in art are rarely frowned upon, and I myself don't frown upon them at all. Is curation the way to get to that, right? It's hard to say that it's not. I think that's the place where this conversation is best started here. It's really hard to argue against curation, because when you come up with an idea, obviously, like, unless you're an absolute machine of an artist, right? You don't think in terms of curation. Few people do. Like, nobody's coming up with I'm going to use the Pinterest board as an example here. I think a Pinterest board is an easy way to frame this conversation because it could get far too abstract otherwise, right? If you're a person coming out with an idea for a photo, a series of photos, maybe it's a movie, your movie's not going to look like a Pinterest board, right? We all know what these Pinterest boards look like with the aesthetics and all that, right? It's not going to look like that. Never in a million years will it look like that, right? And honestly, I mean, it shouldn't. This is proof of life almost, right? If you're a human being, this isn't how you think. You don't think in Pinterest boards. You think in these large ideas that go everywhere and they're sort of crazy and they resemble what I'm doing here, a long form tangent that like has nuggets of like that kind of makes sense, that's okay, but largely is just going to be sort of going in all these different directions. But if you're trying to make a piece of art with it, not a discussion, not a conversation with somebody, but rather a piece of art, you're going to want to come in with a little bit more focus, right? Think of this as almost writing an essay. If you were writing an essay for a teacher, let's say about this very topic, an argument for a curation, you would never want to do what I'm doing right now. Honestly, if you were even just writing a video essay, you would never want to do what I'm doing right now, right? You would want to curate your thoughts down and then structure your thoughts of how they should go, and then you present it, right? And I think that is the strength of curation, right? Because oftentimes, and this is, I guess, my hottest take about how curation works.